Okay guys, so channel content pilot, I'm going to do a series of short videos, okay? And what we will do is go through the settings, etc. I think actually Stephanie has gone through the settings. What we'll do is just go through some strategy stuff that we can do, and you'll see me create some campaigns as well. Now, there will be some things that pop up as I start to use it and get my team to use the tool a lot more, that will stand out that we need to improve on. That is normal when we first release tools, okay? And if you've got any feedback, if you want to see any features, let us know. So what this is designed to do is basically allow us to take transcripts in bulk from YouTube. It's something I've wanted to do for quite some time, and automate the process of generating content so that we can create these topical clusters within parasite SEO platforms, okay? Google sites, LinkedIn, medium.com, and even post into your WordPress site, okay? Now, personally, I won't be using it to post into WordPress too often. And the reason for that is because I want to piggyback on the authority of sites like LinkedIn and Medium specifically. But for Google sites, I realize that a lot of people have got, a lot of SEO people really like using Google properties, etc. My experience with Google sites is, yes, they can rank. I've seen some cases, there was one specifically that stands out, that there was something like 782 page one rankings for ClickFunnels keywords from one Google site. It was just one authority site, and it was posting with some kind of mass page building tool. And they had got a lot of rankings, which, if they had done their SEO content generation well, they probably would have made quite significant money from that kind of affiliate promotion. So they can work, but my experience is that they need backlinks to be able to really ramp up the Google sites strategy. But I'm going to share some strategies for that are not expensive. The good thing is that because it's a Google property, we can get away with some backlinking strategies that I would not advise that you do on your own website. There are white hat and grey hat things that we can do. There are things that we can do that just increase the amount of referring domains at not a lot of cost. And those kind of backlink strategies are perfect for Google sites. Okay, but in my opinion, what we need to do is put a whole bunch of these out there, whether you're doing affiliate marketing or whether you're doing for your own products, your own services, etc. Put out a lot of Google sites, authority sites, with minimum of 20 video transcripts, right up to 50, 60 transcripts. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this short series, okay? And that way, what we can do is we can start to pick the winners based on the ones that are getting rankings, okay? So the ones that are getting rankings, we can double down on, we can improve the content, whatever we need to do, or improve the conversion elements, etc. once you start to see some rankings and traffic come into those sites, okay? So let's just take a walk through what's been updated in the past couple of days. We've added into this dashboard some information. I held back on this deliberately. It wasn't that we were not ready. It was because I knew we were doing some updates. I knew that we were waiting for some features, and before I put this in here so that we don't have to change it too often, okay? In here it says join our Facebook group. I will put a link in here to the Facebook group, but I'll also ask our developer to add a link in here to our WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group is where we share strategies and talk about marketing things a lot more. The Facebook group is more for product information. Okay, I'm going to use that for product information, so that we can try and keep the strategy stuff within WhatsApp and the product information within Facebook. Okay, and I'll try to grow that group, basically with customers like yourselves who are purchasing our softwares. Okay, so it's a very, very simple tool to use. Okay, I've got up here the 3 main steps that you need. Okay, find videos, very quick and easy. Generate your content, very quick and easy. Okay, publish strategically. Again, it's not hard, but we need to understand what strategies that we got to use. Okay, I will cover those in this series. Okay, important resources, software tutorials, which I'm recording now, live strategy training. We've done the first one. We got more to come. There'll probably be 3 or 4 more. Okay, live sessions where we can do some Q&A, and afterwards Stephanie will break down parts of those down into shorter videos for me. Okay, so if you want to find something quickly, then hopefully there's going to be a shorter video to help you to do that. Okay, strategic campaign templates. We've started to add more and more templates. I've still got more to add. I'm getting AI to help me to write those so that AI is writing for AI. And what we will be doing is platform specific prompts. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me prompts for ChatGPT and Claude to give me prompts for Claude, etc. Okay. Here, a little checklist that you can go through. You can see it's very simple. Start, set up your writing style templates. Okay, so that is where you're going to give the AI some samples of your own writing or in a writing style. Say, for example, there is somebody who writes really compelling emails or sales copy that you like that style, then all you need to do is get some samples of that, give it plenty of sample to work with, put it onto Google Doc, save it as a PDF or a Word doc, and you can upload it, and this is going to write in the same or a similar style and tone. Okay, now I've got an improved prompt for this waiting to be added. It's not there at the time I'm recording this because I just gave it to my developer this morning. I didn't feel this is working well enough, so I improved the prompt. Okay, I got Claude to help me to rewrite that prompt more detailed so that we can get as close as possible to the samples that we put in. Okay, so we using this tool as well. I need that feature too. Okay, so it's not just filling up with features for the purpose of making the tool look busy or anything like that. We're actually going to be using this ourselves quite often. Okay, next you need to configure your 3 core call to actions. Okay, Stephanie did a short video on that. Make sure you watch that. It's not a long video. And be strategic with your calls to actions. You can do different calls to action sets where you've got 3 call to actions, calls to action in one set. Okay, it goes after the first paragraph, after the third paragraph, and after the end of the article, where you've got your main sort of monetizable call to action, as I call it. Use the first 2 to get people into your ecosystem, get something from an email, or subscribe to your YouTube channel, or like a Facebook page, or join a Facebook group, whatever it might be. Okay, and use the last one for monetization. Next, select 10 to 15 videos in your niche. That is good advice, but we don't need to stop there. What we can do with that, I'm going to show you in this video series, is that we can put 10 to 15 videos into a campaign, then do a separate search, find another 5 to 10 videos or 15 to 20 or whatever it might be, and put that into the same campaign. And when you're ready to post from that campaign, then you'll have videos from multiple searches in the campaign ready to go. Okay, that way you can plan out, you can map out proper Google sites. If you purchase this specifically for Google sites, then that's going to be the best way to go with that. Okay, again, I'm going to cover that in these videos. Generate your first batch of articles. That's done after you've sorted your campaign out. Connect to Google Search Console. Yes, you should connect to Google Search Console. The way it's done is you connect first to Google Analytics, then go over to Search Console. Once you have confirmed and verified with Google Analytics, when you go into your Search Console, you should see your Google site there as well. Okay, so we need to do a short video on how that was done. And then publish your first strategic campaigns. Okay, so very easy stuff. Is made easy with the software. The real power of this is that we can build that topical authority, not just with our own content, with other people's content, other people's expertise. There are some brilliant creators on YouTube who really understand their topics, who really understand and have expertise in specific areas, that we can take their videos and we can keep the core message of their videos, but have it rewritten in a way that it makes it completely unique content, and content that you can build out Google sites and make really good, high quality LinkedIn and Medium.com posts, even with AI. Okay. Let's see what else we got down here. And here we can choose the platform options: Medium, LinkedIn, Google Sites, and WordPress. Okay, so these 4 options give us, different strategies for each one. So we'll have a look at those as we go through this. Okay, let's see what else we got. I should cover in here. Prompt templates. We covered this in the first session. I think Stephanie covered this in a short video as well. Okay, you can see that we've added more prompt templates. There are more to be added. I've even got more that I've added to my own account in here that is not yet in your account. Okay, so those are going to be added, but I'll give him another 5 or 10 to add, so that we got different use cases for the content. So for example, if you go over to youtube.com and you find a video that is about, 10 ways to improve your newsletter growth, then you might want to use a listicle style article. You can do some other kind of searches like I showed in one of the demo videos, like Aweber versus, those are X versus Y type content. We can use that kind of approach as well, using this template down here that's already in your account. So you choose whichever template you want to use. Okay, and they will, over time, keep improving as well. The prompts behind them keep improving. Here's the thing about this tool that makes it very unique, is that we have got the core features, 2 main core features. One is that it can grab transcripts in bulk. The other is that it can post in bulk to Medium, LinkedIn, Google Sites, and to WordPress. Okay. Anything that happens in between happens with the prompts. Okay. Whatever you want it to do, you can make it do using those 2 main features. Whatever you want to do with those 2 main features, everything else is done by prompt. You can make this do anything. You can tell it to write a mini course for you. You can tell it to write a full-blown AI-generated ebook for you. Okay, it's not going to have the formatting, but you can put that into somewhere like Gamma, and Gamma will format it for you in just a couple of minutes. Okay, and it will look really, really good. So there's lots of things that we can do. What I'll do is I'll create a Google Doc of different use cases that we can do, because what we're doing here, what I'm going to be showing you, is posting articles into those websites. Okay, using those 2 main features. But you could use this not just for posting into those websites. You can use it for many other things as well. You could have a whole email series that went for 365 days based on experts' content and make yourself look like an authority. As an example, you can do so many different things. Whatever happens in between is entirely up to you. Whether you use it for posting is entirely up to you. The core feature for me is the YouTube transcripts. Now, we did give you a Chrome extension as well. That grabs YouTube transcripts, and it's very quick and easy to use. I'll do a separate video on that, but essentially all you have to do is have the YouTube videos that you want to grab the transcripts from open in a new tab, and then you can just simply click the button, tell it to grab the transcripts in bulk, and then export them to a Word document. I do have a Google Doc that tells you different use cases that you can use for that, okay? That can apply for the tool as well, if you want to do that from within the tool as well, okay? There's multiple things. That's what makes this really unique. It doesn't have to be used just for these Google site authority sites, for example, or creating authority content for LinkedIn or for Medium. We can use this for many, many use cases, okay? And the prompt that you put in is entirely up to you. What you want it to do is entirely up to you, okay? So you start with the ability to find videos, search videos, get videos from one channel, for example. If there's somebody who's very good at startup marketing, for example, if you wanted to do an agency in startup marketing, you can go and find the authority creators on places on YouTube, and you can take his entire strategies over several videos, and you can turn that into content that you can share on social media. Okay, you can tell it to give you content for social media. You can just put in your own prompt. You would bypass all these different templates we got here. You would create a new template. You could get Claude, which I would suggest you do, to write you a prompt that tells the tool, that tells the AI behind the tool, whichever one you choose to work with. I don't want any articles. What I want instead is such and such, okay? I want to have an email course. I want to have social media content. I want to have a series of video sales letters or short video scripts for YouTube Shorts that I can also post into TikTok, post into Instagram, etc. as well. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. That's the beauty of this. That's the uniqueness of this, okay? So the writing samples, very, very important, I think. If we wait a few hours from when I'm recording this, which is today is the 4th of October, so we will have in a few hours the improved prompt to get writing samples even better than what it is now, okay? And the call to action templates, I would do one for a specific category. Now for me, I've got the same goal that I want to use again and again and again. That is always to get people signed up to my newsletter. If you haven't signed up for that, by the way, you should. It's very, very good. It's great content, curated content, but it's very, very good. And you'll see what I mean if you go and check it out, okay? And I will also be promoting, getting people, asking people to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Twitter or X, as it's now called. And then I will have maybe a final call to action to check out my latest tool, which could be Rank Mesh or Channel Content Pilot, or it could be a new tool for Facebook page posting and stuff like that. And depending on what I'm working on at that particular time, okay, I can just have one page where I just transform, I export the sales page from the actual sales page that we built for that particular product launch and put it into the same URL that I have in my CTA and change that weekly. Things like that can be done quick and easy. And as well, we have a WordPress template. If you've already got our WordPress template, you don't need to ask for it again. But if you haven't got our WordPress template, you can contact us and we will give you the WordPress template that we are working from. Basically, it's just a template for WordPress. It's already got plugins installed. Those plugins have already got the settings done. I set it up for myself. It's got way too many plugins, but it's not the way to use it with all the plugins that's on it. What you do is for the type of site that you want to build, you delete plugins that you no longer need. or you don't want to use, and you've still got your template. If you put it onto a domain called mytemplate.xyz or whatever it is, we will install the template there for you. You can change the plugins. You can, it's just a normal WordPress site, just plugins installed and settings done. I spent 2 or 3 days putting together for myself. And what you can do is you can put your premium plugins in there. You can change the plugins. You can change the settings, whatever. And once you've got it saved within your template domain, so mytemplatedomain.com or whatever it might be, then you clone it from there into new sites whenever you want to use it, okay? If you haven't got that template, then feel free to reach out to our support and they will give it to you. Just send a new receipt for Channel Content Pilot. And once we've confirmed that purchase, we will ask you to provide your WordPress login details. Okay, so you can send your WordPress login details at the same time with your receipt, and we will get Shay to install it for you. Okay, and just make sure you give her admin access. You can change your password later, etc. And it will be a new username and password once we publish that template onto your domain. It's really important for that you are going to use a domain specifically with a brand new WordPress install, because anything that once we put the template onto that domain, it's going to overwrite everything that was there, but we need WordPress installed before we can do that. Okay, so your job is to buy a domain, mytemplate.xyz or mytemplate.com or whatever you want to call it. Okay, we will install that. Once you have tweaked that template to the way you like it, and you've deleted a whole bunch of plugins, added your own plugins, whatever it might be, then use that as a base for all your future sites, okay? We will install it one time for you. So from that point forward, you have to keep the plugins updated, which you can do easily now with auto-updating plugins in WordPress, etc. And that's going to give you a template that you can work with. That's going to save you a lot of time. It really did take me a lot of time, a lot of hours, doing the settings for all of those different plugins. And it's got a couple of themes in there with the settings done as well. Okay, whenever I update and do a new one, which is not very often because it's a lot of work, but when I do, then you'll get access to any new template that I do in future. Okay, so that being said, let's have a look, see what else we got in here. We got this new section in here where all of your posts that you do, whether it's in Google sites, whether it's in medium.com, or whether it's in LinkedIn, the URLs will be appearing here. You can see I haven't used it on this computer. I've been testing from a different computer with Stephanie's account, so I've not been using this. What will happen, I don't have any screenshots to show you, but what will happen is once you've started to post in here from your account, then it will start to show in here as well. Okay, so basically you can choose the platforms that you posted into, the date ranges, and you can sort by newest, first, etc. And it's user friendly and it's able to be used. I'll get this button fixed here so that we can see the font properly here. I can't even read that myself, but it's a small thing that can get fixed pretty quickly. Okay, so that's basically an overview of what we got. Next thing is we got channel folders. Okay, so if you want to keep some folders with a set of YouTube channels, maybe for startup marketing, maybe for search engine optimization, maybe for vibe coding, another one for vibe marketing, another one for something else. You can save sets of channels into folders so that you can find them quickly and easily in future. Okay, so if I just click on this, I should have at least, no, let's come back and see where I've got one. I've got one channel in this account here. So this one's about startup marketing. I've got this guy in here. And if I add more channels, then their videos are going to show in here as well. According to what I click, okay? So that's going to give us the ability that we can save our favorite channels and we're able to go and find them easily, okay? Next thing is the campaigns. This is where all the stuff goes that you save from your searches, okay? So you can see here, ClickBank Affiliate. If I open this up, I've only got one post in here, and this is just me testing stuff. And so if I want to go and edit the content of any of these articles, I can click on edit content. We will see this WYSIWYG editor. Now we're still trying to figure out how we can get images into Google sites. Okay. So give us some time and we'll keep working on it, but it's a little bit difficult to be able to do it for the Google sites. Should be working fine though for Medium, for LinkedIn, and of course for your own WordPress site. And we can put in, we've got some image prompt stuff in here as well, and we can copy the HTML if you want to just copy paste this and put it into other domains or other platforms as well. Okay, so we're going to start with the search videos. Okay, and in the next video we'll start to do some campaigns. Okay, and I'll cover different strategies that we can use. Okay, so that's the overview video for Channel Content Pilot. I will get a checklist created from this video recording and put it underneath, so you've got all the key takeaways and you've got a checklist of anything that I mentioned as well. So you can quickly and easily find the information that we just spoken about in this video. Hopefully that will help you to get started and make some progress. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.